Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to the 10 most disturbing Diddy moments based on what we know now. It's crazy. This guy, he was one of the sort of titans of the hip-hop industry. It was him, it was Jay-Z, and it was Dr. Dre, I would say. Those are the big three. They're all like billionaires, pretty much. The head of Bad Boy built up so many careers, and now he's just in complete ruins. Like, there's people saying he's never gonna leave prison. Like, this is it. He's never gonna be a free man. He's got a federal case against him. From what I understand, when it's a federal case, they build the case and then they arrest you. Like, it's not like they arrest you and then they have to start scrambling for evidence. They've got everything they need. They denied him bail. He offered $50 million as bail bond, and they said no. It's just, he's done. He's done. And it's funny because now there's certain moments, like interviews and things, where he said super sketchy things, and nobody looked at it in a sinister way. But now, because of what we know, it's just like, how did we not see this before?
What's one misconception about you?
There are no misconceptions about me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at moments involving Sean P. Diddy Combs that feel disturbing in the wake of his 2024 arrest and indictment, among other things.
So if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Wow, he wasn't joking. He was not
Diddy parties.
joking.
Over the years, numerous celebrities have praised Diddy parties, from LeBron James to Ben Stiller in the Bad Boys for Life music video.
Listen, if you're having one of your crazy house party things, shout me a holla down.
In a 2005 VMAs ad, Derek Jeter, Nicole Richie, the Yin Yang Twins, and Fat Joe reflected on their experiences at Diddy parties, portraying them as can't-miss events. Given the recent descriptions of Combs' alleged freak-off parties, these celebrity testimonies come across as insensitive in retrospect.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
Combs' accounts of his parties have not aged well either. In a resurfaced video, Combs films a seemingly passed-out DJ named James as another guest places a drink on his head. Whether joking or not, Combs' claim that he puts white guys to sleep at his parties has taken on a more alarming meaning.
For all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
Okay, what happens?
It's so unfortunate.
Usher sees, quote, very curious.
Weird. Just weird. I mean, to be fair, seeing somebody passed out at a party is, it's not I've seen it many, many times, but just the way he was describing it, it's just a bit bizarre.
Things. Usher lived with Combs for about a year during his early teens.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right?
In a 2016 appearance on The Howard Stern Show, Usher recounted his time in New York with Combs. Usher recalled several names like Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim dropping by as parties raged into the early morning.
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
While Usher claims he stayed up later than Combs and his crew, he wasn't sure if he could, quote, indulge in some of the activities taking place. Although Usher didn't entirely understand everything going on, Combs' lifestyle was clearly, quote, wild, quote, crazy, and, quote, curious. When asked if he would ever send his kids to, quote, Puffy Camp, Usher gave a firm no.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher said this with a laugh, but the allegations that have come out since have piqued our curiosity. Get him to the...
I mean, it's a bit odd. So you're Usher's parents and you just thought, let me send my teenage kid to go live with Sean Combs. It just... I know that you want your kid to make it. You want to, you want the fame, the fortune. But would you let your teenage kid, go stay with some random music producer, for a year? No.
Greek. As funny as this 2010 comedy was upon release, it's hard to rewatch without thinking about how problematic several cast members have become.
It's better that you've apologised, because now we can start to rebuild.
In 2023, two women, one being his ex-girlfriend, accused Jonah Hill of abusive behavior. The same year, Russell Brand's history of sexual assault accusations caught up to him. Then there's COMBS, who played hot-headed record producer Sergio Roma.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me, it's for you.
He's literally just playing himself here. Like, he's not even acting.
Yo. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio gonna be fine.
While the character was likely intended as a self-aware send-up of Combs' bombastic persona, it might have hit closer to home than the filmmakers realized. In one notable scene, a whacked-out Sergio goes on a rampage, chasing Hill and Brand's characters down a hallway.
Where you going? Run all the way back to LA.
Nowadays, when we think of Combs running down a hallway, an infamous video involving Cassie Ventura immediately comes to mind. Quote, "I'm a savage." Combs' YouTube channel posted multiple videos building hype for the 2000s.
Like, the thing that really changed my perception of the situation was when Cassie filed the lawsuit with, you know, like that detailed report of what happened. And within 24 hours, he settled. Within 24 hours. Like, to me, that nobody does that unless they're guilty. Like, really and truly. Like, you settled not a day later.
17 documentary Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
We want to hit him with that pure, uncut 1000% who we are.
If you think that title has taken on an uncomfortable sentiment, the same can be said about the aforementioned videos. In one, Combs talks about how important winning is to him, which has likely never been more true than now.
I want to win over and over and over.
In another clip, Combs sits in his office, making a deal with MTV over the phone. Combs is so excited about the outcome that he starts messing up his desk, proclaiming that he's a, quote, savage who gets whatever he wants and can't be kept down.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage!
Taking a breather, Combs proceeds to ask what's next, although we're not sure he wants the answer. Jennifer Lopez's mom.
I mean, he's excited there. Like, that one, yeah.
After appearing in the Been Around the World music video, Jennifer Lopez dated Combs from 1999 to 2001.
So handsome.
In a later interview,
I struggle so bad because he's got some really good songs, you know. But am I allowed to listen to him? Can I still listen to his songs? You know, like More Money, More Problems. That's a banger. But
interview with Wendy Williams, the talk show host floated the idea of Lopez and Combs getting back together. Before Lopez could answer, she pointed to her mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, in the audience. The horrified expression on Rodriguez's face said everything, as did a dismissive hand motion.
Look it.
Lopez went on to talk about how Combs sent her 100 white doves, which wasn't as romantic as he might have envisioned. Even if this gesture had won Lopez back, it's safe to say her mother would not have approved.
It's crazy. Everybody came alive. They all had something to say.
Yeah, everybody has an opinion.
Yes, it's funny to me.
So, all right, so no puffy.
Be this due to Combs' suspected infidelity during his relationship with Lopez or another reason, Rodriguez has strong parental instincts. Ashton Kutcher's Hot Ones interview. Although he has somewhat distanced himself from Combs as of late, Ashton Kutcher was once proud to call the rapper his friend.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
During his 2019 interview on Hot Ones, Kutcher was asked if he had any Diddy party stories to share. Kutcher had plenty, but he struggled to think of one that he could tell.
Can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them.
With a smile, the actor shifted the subject away from the parties, instead talking about how he first met Combs and a memorable run the two shared. While Kutcher avoided discussing any parties, there has been speculation that he could be called to testify at Combs' trial, which would put him in a much hotter seat. In any case, Kutcher's comment that Combs, quote, can't lose, plays differently now.
Well, he just can't lose. Even when he's that close to humility, that like it becomes a driver, and so then he went out and ran the New York Marathon.
The world is filled
Yeah, I mean, it is slightly concerning that, you know, he had all these stories but couldn't tell one. So they were all kind of sketchy. They all made Sean look a bit, you know, either a bit bad or terrible.
with uncomfortable lyrics. Combing through Diddy's discography, some of his music sounds almost prognostic.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together.
This includes the music video for 1998's Victory, in which the artist runs away from the authorities. Of all the songs he collaborated on, 1997's The World Is Filled may be the most unnerving to revisit. Throughout his verse, Combs sings about how it's a, quote, privilege for women to be with him, although the lyrics paint a much more troubling portrait.
Won't you admit it? I ain't gotta talk it cause I live it. Any chick with me, believe me, that's a privilege.
The line, quote, never give up freedom, feels especially ironic and creepy. This isn't just because Combs has been arrested, but considering that the charges against him include sex trafficking, there's more than one way to interpret the word freedom here.
We date him like we hate him, see him like we don't need him, treat him like we meet him, and never give him freedom.
Donald Trump's, quote, good friend. The year was 2012.
Yeah, this is the thing that, like, because he's got, like, he's had all these people come to his parties, you know, Trump, other celebrities. If this goes to court, you know, and the case that the feds have against him, like, this is going to drag potentially a lot of people down with him. You know, there's a presidential race going on right now. Like, you know, is Trump going to get dragged into this as well?
Combs was making a cameo on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, while a future commander-in-chief was endorsing the rapper on Celebrity Apprentice 5.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
When Aubrey O'Day brought up Combs, Donald Trump was quick to champion him. As Trump called Combs a, quote, good friend, O'Day wasn't willing to comment on whether she thought he was a, quote, good guy.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Our perceptions of Trump and Combs have drastically changed since this episode aired. Combs has reciprocated Trump's friendship in the past, although in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, the singer said he wouldn't want to run for president like him.
I don't know if I could be responsible for the whole country.
Kimmel thought Combs would be a better leader than Trump, but the host just might be reconsidering that statement. His All That appearance. The docuseries Quiet...
This web just goes so far. Like, so many people. I just wonder, because apparently Sean has lots of videotapes of these parties that he's kept. Like, the people that are going to be on those videos, they could be in a lot of trouble.
Quiet on Set shined a spotlight on the dark side of several Nickelodeon shows, such as All That.
I was so excited, but I had no idea what kind of wild ride I was getting into.
In 2002, Combs appeared in the sketch comedy's now infamous Lil Fetus episode. Combs' presence has only added to the notoriety. The episode contains a few moments that aged like milk, including young girls cheering for Combs and the singer's giant head looking through a young boy's window.
Good morning. I can see in your room. Hey, stop screaming. Hey, it's just me, P. Diddy.
In the cringiest scene, Jack DeSena and Brian Hearn try to wake up Shane Lyons. They turn to Diddy, who gives them a toy helicopter and tells him to shove it down Shane's pants. When that doesn't work, Combs hands them the remote control, and the boys turn the helicopter on, awakening Shane to a world of pain.
Shall I? By all means.
You know, for kids. Before we continue...
Man, kids shows in the 90s and the early 2000s used to be so weird. Like, man.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Justin Bieber's 48 Hours with Diddy.
Yeah.
In 2009, a video was posted to Justin Bieber's YouTube page featuring the teenage singer and Diddy.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you
Addressing the camera, Combs said Bieber would be hanging out with him for 48 hours. Combs wouldn't...
But why? Like, what are you doing? Like, he's 13.
Divulge exactly what they would be up to, but he presented it as a dream come true for a boy of Bieber's age. It seemed innocent, even cool at the time.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna...
I mean, but What did they
go full?
Man, this is super
15
weird.
years later,
Super
though,
weird.
we can't help but read more into the awkward word choice. For the record, Combs says, quote, buck full crazy, but it sounds like something else. The two reunited in another video where Combs mentions they haven't seen each other in a while. This prompts Bieber to give him a fake number.
Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard that?
What Diddy moments do you look at differently? Let us know in the comments.
Your parents ain't let you watch the Cosby Show when you was coming up?
Oh, my parents would never have let me watch something like that.
Weird. I would love to know why Justin Bieber's parents thought it was a good idea to let, you know, teenage Justin Bieber stay with Diddy for 48 hours. Like, I'm just hoping that his parents were there and it just wasn't, you know, they didn't announce it. But it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it at all. It just sounds like it was P. Diddy and Justin Bieber. Like, I just don't know why you would, you know, why either party would want that. Like, what do you want to spend 48 hours with Justin Bieber, like kid Justin Bieber for? Man, that is just so strange. Like, I'm sure Bieber's never gonna, I mean, he probably is gonna say, oh, we sat around a campfire, we roasted marshmallows. They didn't do that. I mean, just, what do you think they got up to? Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy my videos, please help me out by liking and subscribing.